In my humble opinion, my setup has been the best it's ever been, but to spice it up a bit more, just like this, let's talk about it. So I've made multiple videos talking about my desk setup, you guys seeing different stages of my workspace. But one thing in particular that I've never talked about is lighting, and of course with the low budget. So first thing first, we gotta talk about this neon signs that's behind me over here. Now you can definitely find some other designs that you might like more on Amazon's than what I have over here for a pretty cheap price of 20 or 30 bucks. I've had this one for a few years now, and you can kind of see the wall paint got teared off a bit because I keep moving the positioning of it. But anyways, it's basically a blue neon sign that says good vibes. Why does it say that? I don't really know. This was a gift from my brother actually. But overall, I love how it adds a blue tone to the entire room, which I thought was pretty cool. Now I will say though, sometimes I do wish that it could be dimmable, because at night, if I only have this sign on, the entire room will be blue, which you might not want if you want to have a good sleep, because apparently blue light affects your sleep. But for me, it's all good. Okay, right next to it is a recent pickup, which is this LED floor lamp that you can see over here. Now there are some out there that's just super expensive for no reason in my opinion, but this one I believe it's around $40 to $50. And it does come with a remote in which you can control many modes, not only different colors, also the rainbow, the color palette, and color grouping. Like, this is just so sick, no? And another thing which I thought is cool is the music mode. Alright, so this is the LED lamp that I was talking about, and this is the music mode. So it's currently in purple. If you just press this music icon, and then it will just turn off. And here got the speakers. Now, I'm not trying to play too loud, so I have to put it really close. And you can see I'm already, it's already picking up my voice over here. But for example, if I just play a song like Calling. Before I get copyrighted, I'm gonna just stop it there. But yeah, here's what I mean by this whole music recognition. Oh, it's still picking up my voice, whatever, but you see what I mean, right? You know what I mean. But yeah, anyways, funny enough, I don't even put it towards a corner or facing it towards a wall, which I think it's what you're supposed to do. But I just simply think that it's not strong enough if you just point it towards a very narrowed angle of the room. But I like it more like this, when it's pointing a bit more light towards the camera, toward the entire room. I've done meetings and calls with this behind me, and I've always gotten compliments about it. And if you can't tell yet, I always just like to leave it in a pretty subtle color like purple or like a teal bluish. Nothing too crazy, but let me know what you think about this color. Now before we move on, I need to share with you a bonus small hack that I recently started using, which I think you would love, which are these small plugs from TP-Link, and they're called Casa. Essentially what it does is you can remotely control anything you plug it to without you actually go and turn it on and off. I've got both of these lights connected because I just hate always having to turn them on before filming a video, and now with just a click of a button on my phone, both of them will be turned on. Like for example, just like this. Now it's turned off. Let me turn it back on. Technology, man, I'm telling you. Next, let's talk about the ring light, which I'm currently using to film right now. I've actually connected this ring light to a DJI battery pack. Is that it doesn't have to rely or depend on one of these wall plugs over there, but instead I can just move this light anywhere I want to. For example, if I switch the light to here or there, whenever I'm filming a video, I just can use different angles and still have not a big issue with the positioning of the light. But let's talk about why this ring light matters a lot in my setup. Besides the obvious use cases of filming a YouTube video, most days when I'm not recording a video, I use it as the main light of the entire room. The light of my room is really warm and yellowish, which psychologically is great if you just come home and chill. But as someone who's sitting lots of hours in front of the computer and creating content, it's not the best for creativity. So rather turn them off, have a bit less light, and use a more cold light while at it in front of my monitor screen. Now speaking of monitor screen, how can we forget about the monitor light bar that's on here? I actually just gave away a monitor light bar to one of you guys. So basically the brand Quintus decided to send me over the newer version of this light bar, but after I made the review, I'm like, I already have one of these. I don't need another one, right? So I thought, why not give away to one of you guys to thanks all of your support, and one of you guys was lucky enough to win it. So if you don't want to miss a giveaway, make sure to subscribe because there will be a lot that's coming soon later this year. But anyways, I've made a dedicated review on this monitor light bar, so if you haven't checked it out yet, go check it out. But yeah, basically this is the centerpiece of my entire setup. It lights up my entire workspace. I mean, just look at the difference comparing to when it's dark. This monitor light bar has also got a pretty wide range of color temperature and brightness, which is good to see, and it definitely helps with eye strain in the dark. So yeah, that sums up the entire lighting aspect of my entire workspace, studio, setup, whatever you call it. I know this one's a bit different compared to some of my other videos, but I have fun making it. And if you found this video helpful, make sure to leave a like and drop a sub, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.